right, it's Willie's Jeep on Willow Springs. Here we are then. Oh yes, back in the house then. New week of dailies on GT7. And as we always do round here, getting the week underway with Daily Race A. Daily Race A this week, Willow Springs, Streets at Willow Springs, reverse. We got 4 laps on the Comfort soft tyre, 1 times fuel, 1 times tyre, BOP. And we are driving a Jeep for Daily Race A this week. Not just any old Jeep, this is Willie's Jeep. Willie's Jeep, 60 brake horsepower, quarter-ton military transportation vehicle, built by the United States and used primarily by the United States Army in World War II, amounting to around a quarter of the total military support vehicles the US Army produced in World War II. It doesn't go very fast, but nevertheless we should still have some good fun here on Willow Springs today in the Willie's Jeep. Right, then we'll get in, see how we get on. Right, here we are, front row. And off we go then, in Willie's Jeep. Short run down towards the first corner. It's going to hold it here in second gear. Look for the apex there on the left hand side, which is the curve there like that. But to the floor then in this one, all the way. Good start then, holding on to P2. Getting onto the back straight now. And yet, 3 gears then in the Willie's Jeep. As I say, keep your foot down all the way. Someone there on the outside, just bear that in mind. Yet there they are around the left-hander then. Just sort of tightens here, just sort of get around it like that. Leave the space there on the outside there. Now we've got no rear view mirror inside the Willie's Jeep. Not to worry, who needs mirrors? But here we are in P3 then. Not so bad so far then in the Willie's Jeep. Gonna head towards the final corner now and again, just leave it in 3rd gear. I think pretty much just leave it in 3rd gear all the way round. Getting on towards lap 2 then, and a possible run here on the Jeep in front of us, down towards the first corner again. Get on those brakes and get on then to P3. Just trying not to take too much off the curb there. Although, I'd say in this one, if you get a time penalty, is it really going to make that much of a difference? I mean, it'll take off literally 2 miles an hour. Well, the Jeep in front there's got a time penalty, so we'll see. A nice smooth ride then on the Comfort soft tyre. So far, so good then. The Willie's Jeep seeming to handle these corners here on Willow Springs quite nicely. And we're just under a second there in front of the Jeep behind us then. So yeah, so far so good. A good technical circuit then to put the Willie's Jeep through its paces. Right, well P2 there has just taken their 1 second time penalty and it made pretty much no difference at all. Onto lap 3 then, here we are in P3. We're now starting to build a bit of a gap there, aren't we, to the Willie's Jeep behind us there in P4. Bit of off-roading there from P2. It is the Willie's Jeep after all. It can go off-road. Oh, we've got a time penalty now there of 1 second. Yeah, as much as the Jeep is an off-roader, we do sort of need to stay on the racetrack. Oh, I've gone a bit there on the left-hander as well, but not to worry. Oh, and there's P3. He's sort of sneaking up on us there. Trying to scale in with the top 3, but we'll see when our time penalty kicks in. Falling through there. So getting caught here all of a sudden by the Jeeps from behind. Down to P5. Well, here's our time penalty now. Yeah, it pretty much made no difference at all. Carry on then. Towards the start of the final lap. Final lap P5, we're just tipping 66 miles an hour there, getting on the brakes again for the first corner. So trying to pull it back across like that to make the apex here. Well, looks as though, yeah, we've got someone there right behind us again. There they go, surging there down the inside. They've got a little move there from P5 there, just to get themselves through there and into that position. Right, 4.1, we shouldn't lose any more places, I hope. Got about half a lap to go, so yeah, we should be alright. Right, final corner, but planted all the way to the floor, all the way to the finish line. And we're going to cross the line now in P6. Not so bad then. We're not going to get breakneck speed out of it. It only topped out at 67, 8-ish miles an hour. But nevertheless, you should still get some good racing in the Willie's Jeep. 49 brake horsepower, fuel capacity 15 US gallons. That's enough for about 300 miles or so, 480 kilometres. So yeah, pretty good. And as ever, if you do happen to enjoy my pretty average driving at best on GT7, do like and subscribe, really do appreciate it. And if you do enjoy running around Willow Springs here today in good old WILLY'S Jeep, do let me know by dropping a like on the video and hit the bell for notifications, just so you know when I upload new videos of me spinning out, crashing everywhere, and running around Willow Springs in WILLY'S Jeep on GT7. Right then, we'll make our return to the action. Here we are then, back on the front row. Get the revs up, drop it, and away we go. It's the first corner then, really feeling the power off the line of the WILLY'S Jeep. In doing so, get ourselves around these first couple of corners like that. A little bit of door banging there. Hang on a minute, the WILLY'S Jeep hasn't got any doors, has it? Bit of Jeep contact then. So 2 in front of us there, down to P4 then. A time penalty there for P2, but as we know, penalties here make barely a difference. So we are going to go for it now. An assault here on P3. Through we go then into P3 then. We go round the left-hander for the first time in this one then. Really trying to open up the WILLY'S Jeep in this one. Extract as much as we can. And off there goes P2, but I don't think we're going to have many issues rejoining. Oh, we've just gone there. Ever so slightly small error there on our part. Down to P8. Pretty sure, yeah, P9's alongside us now. P10 is alongside us as well. Down to the back, but no worries. We'll press on to lap 2, then down to P10. That's a very ambitious move there into the first corner there from P9. Where are they going? Sort of try to drive as least of the racetrack as you can, if that sort of makes sense. It makes sense to me. So just going to press on and try to close the gap to the WILLY'S Jeeps there just in front of us. In this race then so far, looking as though we've got a couple of bits going on. One of those bits is us closing right onto the back of P8 now. Back in contention then is P6 and P7 now in a bit of an argy-bargy there. And off goes P8 just into P7 there. Get a run here on both of them. Going up towards the final corner to take at least one of them, I hope. Final corner now, need to space on the outside, foot to the floor, back down to P9, but right with them though. We've got some proper WILLY'S Jeep racing then, onto the start of lap 3 in this one then, onto the start of lap 3, take our time, watch ourselves here going through the first corner. Now we've got a couple of Jeeps there that have got the roof on. I've got the roof on, it just sort of keeps all the sand out. I mean, again, it's got no doors, so we're all going here, relatively poised, down the back straight then at Willow Springs. More automotive testing then taking place in this one then. We're really proving the WILLY'S Jeep's racing capabilities. Another proper little thoroughbred. Side by side now going for P8. Just trying to slot ourselves in like that. Oh, and there they are, just cutting across us right in front of us there to take that position back. So 3 of us here have got time penalties, so we'll see what that's going to do to the order. Right then, back up to speed onto the start of the final lap here at Willow Springs. Final lap, P8. Throw the Jeep back into the first corner once again. Have a look here at P7 going onto the back straight now. And they're taking the defensive line there, going down the straight towards the corner. Oh, he's coming across us there, just slightly there, going into the left-hander. Not so bad though. We are going to get ourselves round. We've got 3 there, 4, 5 and 6 there. Look as though they're going for it towards the end of this one then. And 7 trying to get themselves involved as well. 1.5 now, that'll cost us 3 miles an hour as opposed to 2. And up towards the final corner then, I'll say this one's going to go all the way to the finish line. Right, last ditch run to the line. It's going to be, by the look of it, P9. Oh, P8. Another one done. Good little race there in the WILLY'S Jeep. We had some good battles up and down the order. The WILLY'S Jeep not doing so bad around the Willow Springs. Nice little combo. Looks as though nothing really can go wrong in this one. Well, not yet anyway. A nice little drive out then in the WILLY'S Jeep. I wonder how long it would take to do a lap of the Nürburgring in the WILLY'S Jeep. We'll have to try it at some point. Or here's one. WILLY'S Jeep Daily Race C. 8 laps of Circuit de la Sarre. That one could be interesting. Right, I've been round a bit more. So, we'll get ourselves back in and we'll crack on. Here we go then, in P4. Right, off we go. Noticing that big weight transfer from back to front as we get underway. Down towards the first corner. Get ourselves around the first corner then in P5 so far then. Oh, we're going to have to cut the corner there. Just gone a bit too wide there. Oh, I've got a bit of a biff there from the inside there, and through there goes P5. A couple of races in now then, so get our elbows out in this one. Well, I've got to try and stay with the guys first. Dropping down to P6 there. Let's get our foot down then. The good old WILLY'S Jeep. Oh, and that's P5 going off there. Keep an eye out there, not to run into the back of the one in front of me there in P6. And then just a bit of a friendly bit there as they get back onto the racetrack. Well, one there from myself as well. As I say, get our elbows out in this one. Down to P11 then. Not so bad, as I say, get our elbows out. Good bit of fun in the WILLY'S Jeep. And we're still right with the pack then, so not so bad. But I've got then at P10 here, get around the final corner. Right, got the penalty done. So, over the line then to start lap 2. Lap 2, here we are in P10. Got 2 there in front of us there, so trying to get onto the back of those guys then. Driving, as I say, all 4 corners of the track to get ourselves back in contention here. We'll get our WILLY'S Jeep elbows out once again, starting off with an aggressive move into the left-hander here. Oh, and off there goes P7 there, testing out the WILLY'S Jeep's off-roading desert capabilities. Right, next up then is P7. I'm just really feeling the back end there, really sort of pushing the WILLY'S Jeep in this one then. I think we might have just squeezed out somebody there, sorry. Cockpit cam adds to the immersion of driving the WILLY'S Jeep. And driving the WILLY'S Jeep onto lap 3. Lap 3, and here we are in P8 then. It all seems to have sort of settled down a bit now, hasn't it? Here we are in P8. I think it's just one of them. We're going to get a penalty now on pretty much every lap. I do wonder what the WILLY'S Jeep could do on the racing soft tyre. We'll have to try it at some point and see what it's like. Right, here we are then, closing onto the back of the 2 in front of us then. We'll have a bit of a battle here then, start to the final lap. Final lap in P8 then, and we try to go into P7, quite possibly into P6 here. At Willow Springs on this final lap of the WILLY'S Jeep, we need a good run onto the back straight just up here. Get into the slipstream of P7, although I'm not quite sure WILLY'S Jeep does slipstream in. And that's sort of a karting line there from P6 where you go all the way around the outside of the corner. We're now all over the back of P7 now. There's a bit of contact there between P7 and P6 now. Trying to go down the inside of P7 there, it's just done on P6. Now, both got penalties here, and there is P8 there right alongside us. It's going to be, by the look of it, a WILLY'S Jeep drag race all the way to the line. Where we're going to be, looks like P8. Right, there we are then, Daily Race 8 this week on GT7 in the WILLY'S Jeep at Willow Springs. Got a bit of racing, enjoyed it, not going to get breakneck speed out of it, but you are going to get some pretty good racing here and there. It's all good fun at the end of the day in good old WILLY'S Jeep. So, we'll get ourselves over to Daily Race B and Daily Race C, and we'll see what the rest of the week has got in store.